One of the lessons I'm talking to you today about is vocal health and how important it is to look after your voice and making sure that you are at your best for your shows and your tours. The best thing to do when you are looking after your vocals is just to keep your instrument healthy. Now, when I'm talking about your instrument, what I mean is you. So we're not like guitars, we can't change our strings. We're not like drums, we can't change our drum skins. But we have to look after our voice because we only have one voice. So ultimately, the most important thing is to look after your body, to look after yourself, exercise, and to have a really good vocal regime too. So when I say vocal regime, what I mean is maybe doing some light warm-ups every day. You know, in an ideal world, we'd have that hour time every day to kind of really dedicate to doing our scales and practicing through our songs. But in a realistic world, you know, you might not get that much time, especially if you've got press and promo. You might just have a little half-hour slot just to do a quick warm-up. So what could you do to kind of make sure that you're at your best at the time that you really need your voice? There are a few things that I make sure that I'm always doing. One is exercising. I'm making sure that my body is in good shape. I make sure that my body is relaxed. For me, that's doing something like yoga or Pilates and also doing some cardio. If I'm running around on a big stage, if it's an arena stage or a stadium stage, you need to make sure that you have enough energy and enough breath and support to make sure that you're not out of breath and that you can actually enjoy singing instead of being like and reaching for the air and screaming for the air in your lungs. So exercise is really, really important. Also, what you consume is really important too. You don't want to be coughing and, you know, having to sniff while you're on stage because it's just not that attractive. Also, what I'll try and do is to eat at least 2 hours before your show. Just give your body time to digest, because again, it can be really uncomfortable if you're suffering from reflux during a show. And again, the acid can really damage your vocal folds as well. There are a few little handy tips as well that you should maybe have in your kit bag. So pineapple juice and chamomile tea are really handy to have because they are natural anti-inflammatories. They really soothe the voice if you are suffering from anything, and they'll help you relax as well. Another part of my toolkit I will have is a straw handy for me to do some warm-ups. It's really nice, gentle warm-up exercise to do if you sing through a straw. You just have just enough air pushing through so you're not damaging or you're not forcing anything out of your voice. And it's just a really nice, gentle warm-up to have on tour. So you could have the straw in all day, you know, just singing, humming without having like a really strict and crazy vocal warm-up. And that will really help you, especially if you've been singing the night before as well. If you are touring a lot, sometimes it's a really good idea just to have a scarf with you as well, just a light scarf just to constantly have around your throat, just to keep that area nice and warm, especially if you're going to a lot of aircon hotels or venues or actually going in planes as well. It just keeps it nice and warm and tries not to dry your throat out. Having a bottle of water as well is probably the most important thing for a singer, making sure that you're lubricated and making sure that it's room